Hey, what up? So I wanted to talk about a little bit of something, man. Maybe I should turn on the light. Let me see. All right, man. Check it out, man. This is basic knowledge, man. Check it out. I don't have no kids, man. Okay, I was I don't know. Maybe I was smart enough. I don't smoke cigarettes. I smoke vape, but I'm gonna start off with the cigarettes. I started smoking when I was like 13 or 12. They're called Lucky Strikes. These ones are filtered, but I started smoking non-filtered cigarettes. Actually, they used to get me high when I was like in eighth grade. Actually, it's a long story. You could call it peer pressure. Or you can call it like, I don't really care. Because I actually listened to my parents when it came to don't smoke or anything or don't do drugs and shit. I actually really did listen to them until I decided I wasn't going to anymore. And that was like ninth grade. I first started smoking weed and shit, and actually, I remember my brother came to my room. He was like, dude, mom's going to drug test me. I've been smoking. Like, my little brother Robbie started smoking weed like right away. He's just, little brothers always just do their own shit. But I didn't smoke weed or nothing. I just drank because it seemed normal. Anyways, man. So, all right, man, listen, man. This is how it's going to go, man, okay? This is how it's going to go, man. Look. So, maybe I don't have no kids. That's fine right now. Hopefully, or I can't have kids. I don't know. You'd have to ask the doctor. All I know is when I was a kid, I would look at my sperm and I would see little sperm cells moving around everywhere when I was young. And then my friend one time was like, I'm stale. I can't have kids. And I was like, how do you know you're stale? And he's like, because. And I'm like, you don't see the cells moving around in the sperm? And he's like, no. And I was like, I do. And he's like, oh, okay. But then I looked at it like later on because I just like forgot about it. And I was like, I don't see that shit going on no more. So, but who knows? Because supposedly I looked on Google and they're like, you can only see that shit through a microscopic lens or something. So, dude, I have no clue, man. Okay. But so I don't have no kids, but so I can say since about 14, 15, I've been out of the house because I like ran away, lived with a friend, and I got sent away to a boarding school, which was a great idea that my mom did that. And then I came home and I was like 17 for like 3 months and became 18 and I was never at home. Got kicked out, went to my grandma's house and lived there until my mom separated from her husband. We moved to Aliante in Las Vegas. I lived there. And then long story, a lot of crazy shit. And then eventually I ended up in Dallas. But so look, dude. Look, man, this is serious stuff, man. Okay, look, dude. A lot of these celebrities have nannies. Like, I don't know what it is, why you think you need to have nannies. Why are you having a kid for if you're not going to physically be there to raise the kid, man? You know, don't get me talking like super parent or nothing. Nah, I'm nobody's fucking babysitter, man. I'm telling you, like, let me tell you this, why. Let me tell you why, because what happens is most people with money, they end up having kids, and what happens to those kids is they become rich, spoiled fucking brats, dude. And a lot of them, a lot of the males end up having some type of like a, I don't know if it's like a jealousy thing or they want the same amount of power as the father or something. I don't know. I don't hear a lot of that stuff with the mom. I don't know. But the thing is, man, it's like, look, dude, it's very common sense, man. Like, dude, if you have kids and you pay somebody else to raise your kids, that's never gonna work, man. It's literally never gonna officially 100% work, man, because you were not there to physically raise those kids. You weren't watching them. You weren't sitting there. You in your heart didn't think like, well, I got to raise this kid to be something like me or something better than me. You didn't do that. You raised a nanny to raise these kids. And a lot of these celebrities, it's like normalized to do that. You know? That's not normal, man. It's actually not normal at all. And the only way you're going to get a kid to live by your morals and respect you as an adult and want to be there for you is by you physically watching them, being there, and dictating their shit. You're their fucking parent, dude. So don't blame anybody else if you fucking raise kids with fucking nannies and these kids are fucking bad as fuck, don't give a fuck, rich as fuck, you out there fucking, who the fuck knows what you're doing, partying, dinners, drinks everywhere, fucking living your bullshit life. You shouldn't have kids if that's what you're doing, man. Your kids aren't gonna grow up to like really represent you correctly, man. Once you die, that's how it's gonna go, man. I can almost promise you that, actually. And what happens in my family, I'm not gonna talk. I probably shouldn't talk too much about my Mexican family, but it's dude, look, man. The only reason that's the other problem is like ending up with some stupid fucking bitch, man, with that type of fucking agenda, you know? And it's like, dude, you're not. It's fucking bullshit. But the only way that your kids are gonna truly represent you is if you sit there, watch them, put in the work. Like me, if I have a kid, right? If I have a son or a daughter or something, if I'm hanging out with some type of people where it's not normalized for them to raise their kid, I'm not going to want to be there, man, because check it out. Let's say I got me a son or something. I'm like, this is my little son right here, homie. He going to be representing me in this world. Bro, you think I'm going to fucking trust a nanny to watch my kid? Nah, bro. Nah. And the thing is, in that celebrity world, they don't do that. They use people to raise their kids, and they just come around whenever it's time, dude. That's why you guys are all fucked up out here. That's why your kids are bad. That's why you guys are all fucked up. That's why it's easy for the world to say, "Hey, you're fucking stupid, bro. Like you are 100% fucking stupid. Like worst parents ever type shit, you know." So don't get mad when people analyze your shit and just be like, "Dude, you ain't shit, bro. You need to get the fuck out of here for real." Find out the IRS finds out you owe a bunch of money or something just to fucking backtrack your ass and keep your ass at the fucking house, dude. Save your fucking ass for real. So don't. And also that celebrity world ain't what you think it is, man. That's a fucking bunch of bullshit. So unless you're physically there, raising, teaching, watching these kids that you birthed or something, or your wife birthed, then these kids aren't going to end up any type of good kids, man. They're going to be lost in the sauce type of shit, I guess you want to say, as like the black fools say it, you know. So don't blame nobody but yourself when you become 50, 60, 70 years old and your kids are bad as fuck and they're just waiting for you to die so they can cash out on that check. You work so hard. You work so hard for everything, just for your kids to fucking wait until you die to take that fucking $1 billion check into their account. Don't blame nobody but yourself, man. And a lot of people don't want to hear that, man. A lot of people don't want to hear that, and they don't give a fuck. You can only imagine, what is keeping a parent from raising their kids? Maybe you shouldn't have had kids in the first place. And the sad thing is that you can't put the fear in God in anybody. It's not going to come overnight, man. And if it does, for some fucking reason, oh my God, I got this magical man in my life. It's not going to be like that, dude. Especially when you say shit like that, God's going to know, like, ooh, am I going to light a fire under this bitch's ass? You know what I'm saying? Or this dude's ass. Like, it's going to be bad for you, man. Because no matter what you think, those Hollywood celebrities are not on the top level of anything like real. They're huge celebrities, but they're not like at a top level of I've said it before, I guess. They're definitely not 33rd degree Freemasons. How about that? And they're definitely not going to be anything like top. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're not. They're there for you to watch. They're there for you to pay attention to. They're there for you to do this. They're there for you to pay, all that shit. these people live in the same state. They're there for you. They're there for your amusement, man. That's why they're there. And by their actions is going to dictate what happens to them. That's how it goes, man. That's how it goes. So it's actually a sad world, man. It's actually a sad story because at a certain age, you get to a certain age where you're like, yeah, these people might want a fairy tale story, but it's not going to be that. I mean, you could get a woman to start trying to be a parent like that, but it's not in their nature to do that, so it's not going to last long. It could be one woman ending up with a male like that, to where one day, 2 years, 3 years down the line, with all respect, man, the lady is going to go back to her natural behavior, man. It's a sad story, kind of, actually. I ain't going to lie. So, I guess that's why I always preach what I preach. It's going to be, hey, make sure you're good first, man. Make sure like me, I'm a man. Me, my mom, my brother, my dad, my stepdad, my family's good. Don't come into my life with anything thinking that I'm not going to take what you got and attach it to my shit and think that I'm not already ready for the day that this person decides to switch over and do some weird shit. I'm a plan ahead. I plan ahead always, no matter what you say. This ain't a love story. We ain't kids. This ain't no nothing. This is a business thing. I know what I'm bringing to the table. I know what you're bringing to the table. You got to be ahead of the game, man. So, yeah. So anyways, long story short. So don't blame nobody for yourself if your kids end up shitty ass people in the world, because you know what? Why? Ask them. Tell the truth. You are not there to raise them 24/7, dude. That's the only way you're going to be able to get a kid to intake your way of being. You're not going to be able to do it with nannies, dude. That's fucking stupid. And then what are you going to do when someone asks you, like, well, what do you do all day? I got a photo shoot. No, you don't, bitch. You got fucking kids now with $1 billion. Whose fault is that? That's your fault, dude. That's your fault. So, it is what it is, man. So, it is what it is, boy. Peace.